Hey, it's Bria.
And Will.
Back with some niche stories just in time for Scorpio season.
Are we going to do a special birthday episode?
Maybe. What does that entail?
Should we bring someone else on? Can we do this with 3 people? Or do I have to be out?
I think we could do it with 3.
I don't know how we sit them.
Just in the middle of us and they just look back and forth.
But then they're like super bright under the light. We'll figure it out.
We can't do a celeb, honestly. Maybe Junebug is the celeb.
Junebug. We'll tie her down on the couch.
Oh, yeah, she won't stay up here while we're recording. It's quite sad.
So while people are reeling the fact that they are still seeing headlines about the cast from Love Island USA season 7, I too felt extremely disappointed from that season. I said it the whole season. People were saying it's the best season yet. I didn't like it as much. I lost a little bit of faith. But Love Island Australia, this new season, I think it's season 7, it has me hooked.
You know what? I thought that Love Island USA was amazing with Ariana Madix, but Sophie Monk is truly the best Love Island host.
Bring on the monk.
Hi, Islanders. I can't even imitate her. She's just so iconic. I love the monk.
The season's going great. You've already got love triangles. It's like 3-4 episodes in. You already got love triangles. You've already got somebody who is so like needy and annoying, way overplaying it, trying to get camera time, and it worked.
Unfortunately.
But then got sent home. And then you got Olympic swimmers. You got the tradies.
Yeah, the guy with the mullet. Is he a tradie?
Yeah.
It's always the guy with the mullet.
Always. Mullet and mo. I just love a mullet and mo.
Oh my gosh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
This is Niche
I'm going to talk about it anyway. Is it offensive to say that I see Australia as the southern version of the UK, or specifically of Great Britain? It's like they're British people, but they're southern. Even with the accent.
Yeah.
It's British English with a twang. And then they're doing mullets. I feel like they do kind of hillbilly stuff down there.
I mean, it is a lot of countryside. There is a lot of like farming and agriculture and all that there, but I agree with you.
I agree with you.
It's the southern UK. Yeah. Which I know they want to like probably distance themselves from being an occupied territory of UK.
Right.
But sorry. I mean, you are what your roots are.
No history, no self.
So then what are we to the UK?
We're the defectors. I mean, I'm not the defector.
We're the rebels. We're the cowboys. I guess they got cowboys in Australia.
It's kind of the same thing. We're like the southerners.
Yeah.
We're rebelling. I want to be on the open road, baby. I want to do my thing, baby. Boom!
Anyway, I am excited for Australia season 7. If you aren't watching it, because apparently it's not on Peacock, it's on Hulu, so you have to watch Love Island, but in a different spot.
Yeah, that's weird.
They also don't air them live like they were doing USA, 7 p.m., everything. They might be airing it live somewhere, but we have to tune in midnight to watch it. So whatever was aired, say today, I have to watch tomorrow because it's on midnight.
Yeah, that's annoying. I haven't seen anyone posting about Love Island Australia. It's not in my algorithm at all, but it is so good.
I'm seeing a few people post about it, but that's it. But they're also agreeing, saying it's got potential.
Yeah, it has great potential.
I think that they are way more wicked when it comes to the games and the manipulation. Do you want to know the spoiler that they put in the last episode?
What? They're so diabolical.
They're already bringing an X on. Episode 5, and they're already bringing in an X to throw a wrench in the train.
I mean, it's beautiful. I felt like this past season of Love Island USA wasn't messy enough by way of the producers.
Oh, absolutely not.
There wasn't good producing happening.
Obviously, the contestants were producing themselves a lot.
Yeah, but we didn't even get movie night. We didn't get as many fun twists and games.
Right.
It was just kind of boring.
It was a lot of just like kissing challenges and not like the challenges that unearth secrets that stir the pot.
Yeah, the best challenge was that one where they had to write each other letters. That was a good challenge.
Yeah.
That's Australia's baseline. That's the bare minimum that Australia is doing.
Tune in. We could talk about it. Love Island is my guilty pleasure.
I know. You watched the last season of Australia without me.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
Which I just never thought that would ever happen. I never thought that you would watch a reality TV show without me. It's amazing.
You had no interest. It was very...
I know. For some reason, I just wasn't into it. I think that we should also watch Married at First Sight. I watched the first couple of episodes already, but I'll rewatch them with you. It's messy.
They just spent 4 episodes showing things that could have been consolidated down to 1 episode.
That's what I usually think, but I saw one of my oomfies post about this season, and she said in the TikTok that it moves a lot faster. There's way less fluff. They don't show the recruitment process, and that's what made me want to watch it. And then I did, and I was like, you know what? Actually, it is moving a lot faster. So I think it'll be good. They have an older couple on there. I believe they have someone who is divorced, so that's interesting.
Are there any
Someone gets pregnant?
biracial marriages?
Of course not. There never are. On Married at First Sight, it'll never happen. I don't know if it's because the people they're choosing don't like interracial relationships. It's
That's
very
fun.
interesting.
That's
I feel
fun.
like it would be so much more interesting and messy if they did more swaps.
Yeah.
But maybe we will recap that too. Speaking of Love Island, we got to talk about Huda. This is an anti-Huda space. Trigger warning.
If you're a Huda stan, I just want to know why.
And I want to know, how old are you? Because I think you're 13.
Yeah.
So basically, Huda and her Netflix boyfriend, Lewis, got on live, got a phone call. He told her to put it on speakerphone for the live in case it was something funny. And the person said,
Whoa, hey.
Yo, I turned that shit off.
Hey.
Yo, what the fuck? What did they say?
And then they just like cut the live, right?
I don't know what happened after that, but people immediately start coming for her. She posted on her story, like, I didn't hear Alandria's name. I just heard the word. Still doesn't explain why you laughed. Why would you laugh?
As someone who has worked really hard to try and quit that immediate reaction myself, because it's a very normal thing. You hear something uncomfortable, someone's talking to you, says something really problematic, and you say, just to kind of get past it. What I will say though is that especially if you are on live with thousands of people, your immediate reaction is the laugh, but you very quickly get that moment of realization of what just happened. So for her to have said that that was an awkward reaction, I maybe can empathize with. However, you didn't correct it or denounce it right then and there on the live is the problem.
Exactly. I don't even think people would be talking about this if she'd laughed hysterically, said, what did they say? Wait, oh my gosh, wait, that's so awkward. It's just my reaction to laugh. That is not funny.
That
is not okay.
Exactly.
I don't even think we'd be talking about this.
Right.
Her fans are so racist, and she revels in it.
Obviously, this is still coming off of the reunion in which Alandria and Shelly made a point to tell her, you should have been calling off your fans as soon as we got out of the villa. And she didn't.
After she told them she would.
Right. And so for then her to, after that, post a response denouncing it, but pretty softly. She was kind of more making an excuse for herself than was denouncing what happened. She then had to re-apologize in a more proper way with links to the NAACP.
After Alandria posts her story that looks exactly the same, white text on a black background,
with
and
links,
talks about donations.
Only for her to then post a comment under Gymshark's announcement of ending their partnership with Huda. And her saying, gosh, why does everyone have to dogpile on me instead of just having a conversation with me? You said that shit publicly. That's crazy. That's a text to your rep, not a public comment. And she will continue, unfortunately, to live through these poor PR decision choices.
Yeah, and she's liking people's comments saying that the behavior is excused, that you guys are hating on Huda because you're jealous of her. Everyone always says that whoever is hating on her is jealous. It's so weird.
And if you're a girl's girl like you say you are, then you don't want any of these girls to be the center of hate from your fans. I think we also have to talk about the fact that this all started, I think, because of the catalyst that this creator in London, I believe, her name is Uche, called out Huda Beauty in order to basically demand action after Huda's live. And I think that's like the next day or something like that. Huda Beauty came out and said what they said and dropped the partnership. It took a couple of days, but then Gymshark came on and it's rough.
It's pretty bad, but I do think that the backlash, a lot of it is based on her response to the controversy.
1,000%.
She never takes accountability and it just digs her own grave. But this is pretty extreme for the Huda Beauty partnership to be dropped. That's crazy.
I feel like Gymshark dealing with all these meatheads and like creatine guys and women, I would think that they would probably just bury their head in the sand and just continue the partnership. That would be my thought.
Yeah. And the Huda stans are bringing up that Nick, if you go back to 2020, liked a lot of Donald Trump's posts.
This is everything wrong with, unfortunately, Huda and her stans. Quit deflecting onto somebody else and just take the ownership and then just call it out for what it is and then move on.
Also, I think at this point in 2025, Nick has demonstrated very different behavior I do not think that he is a Trump supporter now.
Some of these people are so young that literally 5 years ago is such a major difference in their life point that they are very much allotted the opportunity to have learned.
Yes, that's long enough for me for that situation. You did something last week.
I did?
No, huda.
I thought you were about to call me out.
You're paranoid. Someone's a little paranoid.
What did I do? Well, this is the week after our Halloween episode of Thus Halloween. Should we talk about some of our favorite Halloween costumes?
Yes, I know immediately my favorite costume was Demi Lovato as Poot. That was the best costume I've seen in a really long time. The acknowledgement.
It's a meme, right?
Yeah, it's a meme of a really bad picture that someone took of her on a red carpet, and she looks bald. She's all washed out. Like, there are Getty images from that red carpet. She looks completely normal. But for some reason, this one, she looks so funny. And someone posted it and nicknamed this her twin Poot. So she basically put on like a bald cap kind of thing to cover her hair. It was so good.
I think one of the ones that I liked, I think it was Addison Rae who went as Ice Spice, and it was like really funny because all the comments were like, "I've never seen a white person make themselves whiter in order to be a black person."
I saw a comparison photo of her next to Ice Spice, and someone saying, "Well, she is darker than her." I like Addison Rae.
She did it well.
I did see Bad Baby. She looked very tan.
Very
opposite side of the spectrum.
You could have put her in that costume in front of me and put 10 celebrities side by side, their pictures, and told me to match it, and I wouldn't have been able to guess Bad Baby.
She switches it up.
Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld I thought was pretty interesting. If you watched the infamous Waterboy movie with Adam Sandler. It's infamous. It is a great movie. It might be the culprit to my infatuation with the alt girls in my youth.
You liked the alt girls?
Oh, I loved goths. I went for goths. My first girlfriend had like spider-webbed eyeliner.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, so you would have loved Bria Brutality.
I loved emo girls. I was
Fell in love with an emo girl.
So Josh Allen was Adam Sandler as the water boy, but then the water boy in the movie, he's kind of like a slow, dim-witted, water boy for a football team who becomes a football player. And there's this emo alt girl who is like his friend, kind of like lover, but not really, because she's in and out of jail all the time, but she is his protector. But Haley Steinfeld was her. A pretty solid costume, in my opinion.
What did you think of Julia Fox's costume? The Jackie O on the day of the JFK assassination?
Okay, I have a hot take on this.
Covered in blood?
I hate her costume. I loved her explanation for the costume.
It's still distasteful.
But I personally like, out of people's creative choices, is an ability to articulate why they did something. So do I think it was the right choice? No. Did I think that she verbalized why she did it? Well, yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
I didn't like the costume. I think there's no problem with dressing up as Jackie O. Holly Madison dressed up as Jackie Ho. She did a very slutty Jackie O with a crop top and a little skirt and like these stockings. I thought it was so cute and so apropos.
I thought it was very interesting to do that outfit and make it Ho.
Jackie O, the pink tweed is the look with the little pillbox hat. Oh, did you see Heidi Klum?
She always goes all out. What was hers this year?
Medusa.
I didn't see that one.
She had moving snakes. You couldn't even recognize her. And you know what? Honestly, that kind of annoys me. I feel like if you DIY your costume and get really creative with it, that's a good costume. But she has all of these good hair and makeup artists and special effects, and it just kind of takes the joy out of it a little bit.
I don't know. Some people have the means and the ability to do that. I'm okay with it. It's like DIY versus interior designers.
Yeah, the DIY is impressive.
DIYs are impressive because you're doing a lot with a little. But the interior designers is, wow, that looks incredible. Someone has really great artistry and all that.
I saw someone getting a lot of backlash in their comments. They got ratioed for doing a video about how Heidi Klum's costume was problematic because she did a long, hooked witch-like nose.
She's doing the same thing Disney does with the noses. She made her nose really big and crooked and witch-like to look like evil and gross, which harms people with those noses.
And someone was like, oh my gosh, she had green scales. Some people have eczema, Heidi.
Someone else, I liked Paris Hilton's Madonna, but not her Britney Spears.
Yeah, the Britney was a little boring.
Very boring. Very overdone.
Yeah. I don't know about these celebrity costumes just dressing up as another celebrity. Madonna's a little tired. Britney's tired. Marilyn Monroe is tired. Christina Aguilera in the Dirty Music video is tired.
Like Demi, people need to be dressing up like they're memes more than another celebrity.
I want to see Robert Pattinson in a wooden kitchen in his Adidas jacket, his army pants, and his Timbs. So I have a running note on my phone of Halloween costumes so that I can reference every year back to what I've thought about. And one of the costumes that I seriously considered this year was Whitney Houston at the BET Awards giving her famous speech, "I'm a survivor! You better lay low." I think that she looked so beautiful, and it's such an iconic moment. Winnie Harlow dressed up as that, and everyone is mad at her.
Why?
Because they're like, that was one of Whitney's darkest moments. She was so high on crack. I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of people dress up as Whitney Houston in her iconic moments when she was also doing coke. She did a lot of coke.
Do a different moment. I like that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do the scene with her and Bobby Brown. It's like a couple's costume from their reality show where they're in the sunglasses store.
I'm not sure I see that one. Did Kyle Kuzma do anything with Winnie? Did they do a couples thing or no?
I didn't see him, but I wouldn't have. So I don't know why they're mad at her for that, to be honest. But I'm glad I didn't do it. So the Vanderpump Rules reboot trailer just dropped. I don't know how I feel about it. The question is, will you be watching?
I think we have to, but only for business. I'm gonna be pessimistic because I think that anyone that comes in on a Lisa Vanderpump production
Is a clout chaser?
is going to ham it up for reality TV, and I don't trust them to be able to do it without being extremely fake.
Early Vanderpump Rules, Jax Taylor, Stassi Schroeder, 100% hamming it up. But for some reason, it felt very natural and authentic.
They were real things that they hammed up, but it arguably went too far.
Eventually, yeah.
Well, I mean, even throwing a fight in a restaurant on Stassi's birthday in Vegas, and then coming outside and then having to get split up by the producers, shirts are coming off, drinks are getting poured on people's heads. That is like episode 4. Jax comes in, he's off of work, he goes to meet someone, he takes like 7 shots.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't hamming it up. Maybe he's just very destructive.
It might need some self-control inhibitors.
Oh, they'll definitely be drunk, at the very least.
Drunk doesn't just do it. Drunk gives you sloppy. You need a catalyst sometimes.
Something to push your ego to the next level.
Yeah. You need a sense of grandeur. There really is only one drug that works for this.
This only applies to one thing.
Jax,
and they were doing
Jax
a lot
knows
of it.
all about it.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of it. I'm sure they are in this one too.
I understand Lisa's angle on this, but I think if I were a showrunner, I would think she had her run for 8 years, whatever, with the last group. You need someone else to come in there and stoke the fire. And Lisa, you are no longer there to produce your own stories. You are now there as a prop like any other one of them.
Perhaps it's like Degrassi Next Generation and Peter is the Lisa Vanderpump.
Peter doesn't have enough going on in his life.
There's nothing wrong with Peter.
If you could create the same show, the same formula, maybe a different industry rather than like the restaurant. Maybe it's hotel, maybe it's something else. But you swap out Lisa for...
I think that Heather Gay's Beauty Lab employees could be interesting.
1000% The Apprentice.
Nene.
No, from Villains, House of Villains.
Omarosa.
Omarosa.
Oh, I thought you meant another housewife.
I think Omarosa would be incredible.
She runs a tight ship. You said The Apprentice and I said Nene. While you were doing this, I was busy cashing Trump checks. Yeah, we'll watch it just so we can report back, but I don't have hope. I don't even watch Summer House or any of those new shows because after a certain point, it's just egregious, the clout chasing.
The Villa or
Vanderpump Villa.
The Valley.
Oh, the Valley's good. The Valley's amazing. Because you have the OGs. They anchor the show, really. Jax and Brittany carried.
I don't know. It just felt like more of the same.
I liked it. It grew on me. Did you watch the Beverly Hills trailer? It looks so boring. They're adding Rachel Zoe, which I think is great. They have some new girl who I guess is renting Kyle's old house, so now she's a housewife. I think her name's Amanda.
Is Kyle still there?
Kyle is still there. They need to get rid of her. I'm not gonna lie. Garcelle's gone.
Good.
Sutton's still there.
Ugh.
Erika Jane's still there. The show is just so boring. It needs a shakeup. It needs a Roni-style shakeup, I think. No OGs. Redo. And put Heather Dubrow on there. Heather Dubrow does not belong on Real Housewives of Orange County. She needs to be Beverly Hills. As Vicki Gunvalson said, Heather is not representative of Orange County. She's very liberal. If you want to have an Orange County housewife, she needs to be a conservative.
I know there's already this show. I just don't think it was done incredibly well, maybe. The idea of basketball wives, or just, what do they call them, wags?
There was a WAG show on E!
That could be the missing piece. Because you could absolutely do wags and not be restricted by your city. Because if you're, say, a baseball player, you're traveling, maybe you want to travel with your husband. If you're, dating, no kids, and you can go to Cleveland and then go to Florida and then go to Texas and do all that kind of stuff. And you get up into your antics and meet whoever in Texas and meet whoever in Florida, and you can
Maybe there's a cheating scandal. The Real Wives of Formula One would be a great show. I love watching rich people.
They are filthy rich.
I know. Imagine if there were cameras up when that 49ers group of wags was fighting. Remember when we talked about that on here? Where one of the wives posted her Diet Coke. Like, I'm so glad that they're leaving.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had cameras on that.
So there's a show called Hard Knocks. I've never really watched it, but it's like a production crew goes into a team during the off season, follows them through the season, and it shows the drama, the training, all that stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Do the same concept, but for the wives.
I would love that. Put some rivalries in there.
Put a couple of teammates who don't get along very well, but they have to be there because the wives are there.
Larsa Pippen. I guess she's an ex-wife. So many good ones.
We're
there.
show creators.
Yeah, we are. Honestly, we give a lot of good ideas away on here.
Yeah.
Lots of good ideas. I'm sure no one has thought to do a WAG show.
But I would think that if I was a producer, and maybe they tried it, but after seeing all that 49ers drama and how it was going to maintain and continue because they were celebrating someone leaving and then they ended up staying. Imagine
so
a production crew and a show, Bravo, saying, hi, contracts, $200,000 each, let us come in and film.
It would be like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. When Taylor Frankie Paul was having her original crash out around her divorce, they immediately were like, reality show now?
It's exactly how that should go.
This is a case for Jeff Jenkins. Are JD Vance and Erika Kirk fucking? I want to know.
There's this guy who's in this like Facebook group for widows and widowers, and he was saying that there's absolutely a thing where a widower hated their spouse and their spouse's death freed them. So they jump back into the sack and go ham really quickly afterwards.
Wow. I mean, I don't want to say how she's grieving is weird or anything. We don't know what's happening. All I see is her on stage and stuff.
We don't know what she's doing the other 23 hours a day.
Yeah. So maybe she's just pulling it together for those moments. But the way she hugged JD Vance and talked about him, it kind of felt like innuendo and shade to the wife.
She is right now, to the Republican Party, your favorite Bachelor contestant who allows the producers to tell you what to do and how to do it. That is my conspiracy theory. The Republican Party, i.e. Trump and his people, are saying we need to steer conversation away from Epstein. We need to steer conversation away from government shutdown and Republicans' fault. We need to steer conversation away from all this bad press. I'm going to shift the blame away from myself onto JD Vance. We're going to sow division between him and his wife. And JD Vance, whether he knows it or doesn't know it, is the subject of Erika Kirk's ascension to the White House.
A lot to unpack there. You're saying that Erika Kirk has political aspirations?
I think that she absolutely has political aspirations. I don't think that she's interested in running a media company or whatever Turning Point is classified as.
A terrorist organization. I think that she doesn't want to run for something, but I do think that she would love to be a first lady.
She would love to try to be a Jackie O. Erika Kirk, at a certain point, was carrying so much, the powerful blonde Republican aura that goes in that party. She was that next figurehead. And she needed, I think in her mind, to shed Charlie to ascend to the next level.
That is crazy.
Or maybe she was willing to hate him enough and assuming that Charlie was going to go somewhere and she was just with him for said power.
Yeah. Erika Kirk met Charlie Kirk because she was interviewing to work for him.
Right.
Which tells me she might have those aspirations. She was trying to get into the political space.
She wanted a job. She wanted to work for him. She believed in the cause. She wasn't able to get a job because he wanted to date her. She was like, oh, great. My 10-year plan just went off in day one. Great. Now she's 10 years advanced. She's got her situation. She's got her platform. And now JD Vance is the target.
And he's already setting the scene to divorce the wife or have some sort of problem with her by saying that she's not Christian.
That's saying that he wishes she would be Christian. Like, sorry, but how much respect do you have for your wife if you're literally denouncing her religion and her family's religion by saying, I just wish she'd be mine?
As you're cuddling up next to a blinged out Christian leather pants wearing, I would say MAGA baddie, I guess.
Yes.
She's like the baddie of the MAGA side.
Is there a term for this? Like the Republican blonde patty?
There should be.
What should the term be? Should we think on it for a second?
I don't know. The Jezebel?
I don't even know what that means.
It's a biblical term for a slutty woman who seduces everyone.
Jeez.
I like the Jezebel. A Jezebel in our midst. She's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know. Maybe we should crowdsource. Comment below. What do you want to call the Republican baddie? The blonde hair, blue eye.
Blonde hair, blue eyed.
Beachy waves, leather pants.
It doesn't have to. It
fully
doesn't have to
blinged
be
out.
that.
Both hands blinged.
Some of them are going to be mothers. Some of them are going to be perpetually childless.
We'll think on it.
We'll think on it. If we think of it before we finish editing this video, we'll add it.
It's just not there.
Apparently, I'm late to the party, and this woman has already created such a huge disdain on the internet, and I'm only just catching up to it. The woman who orders her coffee in such like a monotoned, disinterested, arguably rude. You seen this girl? What's her name?
Yes, I don't know her name, but I'll add her video in.
Haley Jones.
Haley Jones.
Hi, how are you? Can I have a small iced cappuccino?
What?
That's it. Alright, this tastes like just like straight up coffee. Is there any way you could like add more caramel?
Sure.
Thank you.
Wait, what are we talking about? Is this a Haley Jones hate segment?
I don't mean to hate on Haley Jones specifically. That's not the topic of this section. But there's also this other creator because I want to discuss a theme.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Francesca. And she has some sort of thing. She's very monotoned. I saw this video of her ordering, I don't know, some dessert, some sweet treat at night. And she goes there and she goes,
Oh, hello. I almost hit your building. Could you ask them to use a fresh blender? Tree nuts happened to murder me. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Apologies for that. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's also inconvenienced my life.
but the way that she delivered it, I just feel like was so sarcastic. And they called her out for it too, just being sarcastic. All the comments are so like, why would you say things this way? Why wouldn't you say please and thank you? Why do you feel the need to like chat it up in a drive-thru, like order, get it, move on? So the theme of this section I wanted to bring up, is it worth to be a quote unquote influencer, but all of your comments and engagement come from people hating on you? It's not like rage I guess it is rage baiting.
I think it is rage baiting.
You're not really trying to piss people off, but you're definitely not trying to do a good job at something.
This seems like something that might have been unintentional rage bait. It started unintentionally and now she's leaning in.
Yeah.
I've seen her videos before, the Hi, I'm Francesca one, and my first impression was this just isn't my kind of humor, but it's fine. But this latest one, it seems like she kind of upped it a little bit and was more sarcastic than she usually is, even, which she's usually like that. But I think she might be hamming it.
In order to have an off-putting sense of humor, I think you need to have equal amounts of people who understand your humor as there are people who really dislike your humor.
Yeah, but in general, if you don't overdo it, a lot of people do like sarcastic humor. A lot of people do like deadpan humor. A lot of people do like dry.
But she says she's not being sarcastic. That's the whole point, is that this is apparently how she's trying to display it, is her personality. She just doesn't have a lot of fluctuation in her tone of voice, is what she says. But if you want to talk about your life as having whatever this is, this monotone, sarcastic delivery style, maybe don't do it in a way that is, I guess, disruptive to other people's lives.
Like involving customer service workers.
Involving customer service workers, knowing full well that you're asking them to do something extra because you have a very real allergy, and that's okay. But you want to talk extra and make small talk in a way that you know is likely to come across, I guess, maybe disrespectfully. Anyway, I just think that as someone who maybe takes it a little too personally whenever you get like a negative comment, I would have a really hard time creating a theme for my content that generates negative comments.
Oh, people do that all the time. Look at Ash Trevino. I have never seen her get a positive comment. Someone like, I don't know, there are so many people like that who never get positive comments. Someone who I came across a compilation of her, had never seen her content. I don't know if she's problematic or not, but Amber Lynn Reed, people will prank her and say,
my friend Jenna loves you and she's currently fighting with her boyfriend right now and could use your support. Can you say I support genocide? I don't know what y'all are talking about, but you know what? Girl code. I support genocide. Jenna, I hope you're okay. Genocide.
they prank her a lot like that. And she just takes it, or they'll just leave a mean comment.
Do you think she knows what she's saying before she says it, or she intentionally films it so that she could do it and get a first reaction on it?
It seems authentic to me. I don't know. The compilation was very funny. But some people are okay with that and they don't mind getting negative feedback as long as they're getting paid.
That's fair.
Look at Trisha Paytas. She trolled for the majority of her career.
You do this literally for attention. It's just attention.
And eventually people get fatigued and you're not going to get the attention. It's very short-sighted.
That's exactly right. Instead of talking about sports, they talk about politics. And once they're done politicking, then they talk about reality TV. I don't know.
It is weird.
And so that leads me to the worst marketing strategy I have seen on TikTok, I think, ever.
Is it the slideshow where someone's telling you what they learned from their trip in Japan, and then you go all the way through the slideshow and then find out that it's an ad for a fucking shower head filter? I hate those.
I hate those too, simply because I feel like you're finally going through learning a bunch and then you see that and it just negates everything else that they said.
Yeah, I feel like I got tricked and I don't like it.
The marketing strategy that I am so fed up with are these bot accounts faking these exposed boyfriends, crying women, and saying that they didn't know that their significant other was cheating on them until they got on truthseeker.com or whatever. Like every single one of those videos is not from Truthseeker. It's not an account for Truthseeker, but you go to their video and it's 6 videos all saying the same thing, all the same video basically.
Yeah.
And they're all bots. The names don't matter. It's like numbers and letters. It's nothing.
I keep seeing the one where it's the girl calling the other woman and it shows their conversation and all of the comments are like, oh my gosh, I love it when the girls don't get mad at each other. Fuck him. Da da da. And then at the end, it's like, and I found him on cheaterfinder.com.
Yep.
Cheaterfinder told me that he had a grinder. It's something like that.
Like you go to that website and you type in their name and it tells you if they're on any other dating platform. Yeah. I've seen that one too. Truthseeker pisses me off so much more because they're all the same video. It's just a woman crying on like a 6-second loop with text on the screen every time. I block them every time.
Yeah, that's super annoying. The bots are going crazy on TikTok.
Don't become Twitter now, TikTok. Get your bots under control.
Too late. Anytime you see a dumb comment, go to the profile. It's a bot. Every time. Our nichelord of the week was chosen by Will. So I'll let you take it away.
Given the fact that my hometown Dodgers just won the World Series and went back to back, I feel it is appropriate to bestow upon the title nichelord to 2 very, very unabashed creators who are diehard Dodger fans. And that is Los Mil Amores.
Wow. When you showed me this profile, I went to the first video and I looked in the comments and they were all negative. And I was like, what is going on? Like horribly negative.
People hate winners.
And the more videos I watched, the more I realized, you know what? These ladies are icons, actually.
They are songwriters, choreographers, dancers.
Dodgers are dynamite. Oh, yes, they won last night. You can hate the Dodgers all you want, but they have a trophy to flaunt.
Talk about thriving from the hateful engagement. They do not give a fuck.
And it's just their love for the Dodgers, and it's great. And it's like their birthday week or something.
It's their birthday today as we're filming this.
That's crazy.
Feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday, happy birthday. But they are iconic. They are songwriters. They're creatives. They're baddies, frankly.
We need to put two. It's 2 sisters, right? Like 2 sisters. So it's like double crown.
It's the royal family. Shout out.
Shout out.
And shout out to the Dodgers. Shout out to Miguel Rojas and your Van Cleef necklace. We love it. Shout out to Kike and your camcorder. And shout out to Mookie and your bald head. And Yamamoto and his blue necklace.
Who else we got?
Who's the manager? What's
got
his name?
Dave Roberts.
Dave Roberts. Shout out to him.
Ice Cube.
Shout out to the amazing interviewers post-game. A-Rod, Jeter, and
Big Papi.
I thought that was very interesting.
I have thought that they've been so bad for so long, and I am so glad to see so many people online talking about how bad they are at interviewing players. They really don't have hardly anything constructive to ask.
No, I just kept saying, spit it out already. But go Dodgers and go girlies, go Twins, happy birthday. And if you like niche news, internet history, pop culture, reality TV, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm still working on that Kat Von D deep dive. It'll be up eventually. You can follow Will down below. I have everything linked. And follow our daughter, Good Job Junebug. She just got a haircut and she's a little self-conscious about it. And she needs some positive comments. Bye. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, Mamdani has been elected mayor of New York City. Shout out to the Mamdani girlies.